weasel. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Say, weren't those dandy tunes? And weren't you surprised to hear the musical instruments sing and talk? Oh, just a minute. Here's Twangy. My, he's a cute little fellow, and he has something to say. What is it, Twangy?
I want to say hello.
What did you say?
I want to say hello.
Oh, all right. Say hello.
Hello, children.
Thank you, Twangy. Now, I must tell the story of the Little People's Band in Forestland. Not so long ago, while on a hunting trip in a far-off forest, I met these little people I'm going to tell you about. They live in a beautiful glen in the forest and are only 7 inches tall, just about as tall as a lead pencil. They play on tiny gold and silver musical instruments that look and sound just like big musical instruments. Just a minute. The leader of the band wants to show you how well they can play. Let's listen.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down.
Well, let's get on with our story. One day, as I was walking through the forest, I was surprised to hear a trumpet call out.
Here comes thunder. Here comes thunder.
I looked all around, but I couldn't see a thing. Then, softly, almost like a whisper, I heard music. As I listened, I became very sleepy and sat down with my back to a huge tree, all covered with large purple blossoms. The last thing I remember before falling asleep was a violin singing.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I don't know how long I slept, but suddenly I was awakened by strange voices. Of course, the voices were so excited I couldn't understand a word they were saying. But as I looked down, there on my knee sat a little old man 7 inches tall. I picked up the little fellow in my hand and asked him who he was. At first he was very shy and frightened. But as I talked to him, he began to smile and told me in his funny voice,
I am the leader of the band.
Then the little fellow pointed to a small hill, and there, seated in a half circle, was his band. Quicker than you could say Jack Robinson, he jumped from the palm of my hand to my knee, slid down my boot, and ran over to his band. He waved his hand, and they started to play.
The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-yo, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell.
Now, you'd think these little people would never have a care in the world, wouldn't you? But at one time, they had plenty of trouble. You see, in the forest where they lived, there also lived a big giant, 8 feet tall, with a beard as red as fire. Now, this giant didn't like music, so whenever he heard the little people play, he would come running through the forest making a terrible noise. Of course, when the giant would try to find where the music was coming from, he was out of luck, because the little people, hearing the giant coming, would quickly run and hide. You see, they were so small, and they could hide themselves so well, the giant could never find them. You can imagine how unhappy this made the little people not to be able to play music whenever they wanted to. Then, one day, the leader of the band decided to hold a meeting of all the little people to see what could be done about this giant. He instructed his band to send out a message calling all the little people to a meeting.
Come to a meeting, come to a meeting, come to a meeting, come to a meeting, come to a meeting. Come to a meeting, come to a meeting, come to a meeting, come to a meeting.
The little people all gathered in their secret meeting place, and everyone started to talk as fast as he could. The leader jumped up on a toadstool, waved his hand, and asked everyone to please be quiet. He was very excited and had a plan worked out so they would never have any more trouble with the giant. But it would take a brave warrior to carry out his idea. Then he asked for a volunteer. Immediately, one of the younger men came forward and said he would help. The leader then reached into a case he had by his side and took out his little magic violin. He tuned up very quickly and then started to play. The leader had been given this magic violin by his great-great-grandfather. When it was played in a certain way, it would sing in its own voice.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little Indians, 1 little Indian boy.
Of course, anyone like the giant who didn't know the secret power of the magic violin, when he heard it played, would fall fast asleep and dream about beautiful music. So one day, as the giant was walking through the forest, our brave little fellow saw him. He quickly ran for the violin and hid himself behind a large leaf that had fallen from a tree. As the giant came closer, he started to play.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
The giant, hearing the violin singing, stopped and looked around. But he could see nothing. Yet he could still hear music. Then the giant started to yawn, and slowly he slumped to the ground. He rolled over just once and was sound asleep. The little people were really happy because the giant couldn't hurt them now. They were having a great time climbing all over the sleeping giant. Then the leader gathered his band around him, and right there on the giant's huge chest, they started to play.
Oh, where has my little dog gone? Oh, where can he be? With his ears cut short and his tail cut long. Oh, where is he? Oh, where has my little dog gone? Oh, where can he be? With his ears cut short and his tail cut long. Oh, where is he?
They played and played to their heart's content, not knowing the giant was listening to them and had his eyes wide open. You see, the giant, being so strong, awakened before the little people thought he would. Say, there was a commotion with everyone running for safety. But the giant was smiling, and picking up the leader made him understand he would like to hear more music.
3 blind mice
Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all run after the farmer's wife who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as three blind mice?
You see, the giant had never really taken the time to listen to music and didn't know how wonderful it was. And from that day on, the giant became the little people's friend. And often in the evening, he would sit and listen to them play. Well, that's the end of my story. But before I leave, the little people want to say goodbye.
Goodbye, children. So long, children. Goodbye, children. We're going to leave you now. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along, and we will see you soon.